Hey, Shalom Akim. First off, call hello, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, root well through the spirit. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Christ scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching, living the words, sincerity, and truth. Also, Shalom to the 1/3, the believers, the men and women and children, that peaceful multitude that will believe on that song spoken of and sung by the elect as well. Peace and blessing to you also. It's Brother Yarala from GMS Dallas, doing a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And just doing a quick lesson as I'm currently working right now, but it's kind of slow. So the spirit's kind of on me to just kind of go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, to edify for Aki, and brothers get something out of it. Just gonna go into I was on social media, and as you can see from the screenshot here, it's concerning Black Wall Street. And when I saw that, never really got a chance to really fully research Black Wall Street, but we're all familiar with it as of now. But just kind of thought of what popped into my mind in the spirit was how our brothers we've already done lessons on this. We spoke on it. How we have Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, you Israelites according to the Bible and according to biblical prophecy, how you make this place, which is America, aka Babylon, your rest, man. You know how you Jakes are trying to come together, trying to have this doctrine of bring everyone together. Specifically, you certain groups that know they're Israelites. You unconscious Egyptology guys. You have this thought and it's been pushing that we just need to come together. We can have our own deal. We can have our own society, have our own currency. We can kind of coexist and prosper under the so-called white man, which is Esau according to the Bible. And that's not true, man. That's not gonna work. We can't have our own banks. We can't be sovereign here because we're under captivity, man. The so-called white man is ruling the world right now. So we can't be a sovereign nation in captivity under our adversary, man, because it's not gonna happen. Why? Because our oppressors are not going to allow that, man. Because they're the oppressor right now. They're in control, and it's all the will of the Heavenly Father that the so-called white man is currently ruling right now. It's according to prophecy and things how to play out. But man, if you think that the so-called white man is going to allow us to be sovereign and have our own thing, man, you got another thing coming, man. Because who do we have to get loans from? Whose face is on the money? These Edomites, man. Okay? And Black Wall Street is a perfect example of how Jake is not going to be able to prosper and be sovereign, man, because Jake was winning. Jake was really successful, and these poor Edomites were jealous, man. And they made up an excuse to destroy Jake and to destroy what Jake had going on, man. And it's the same thing today, you know. That's why the scripture said the devil has come down having great wrath because he had a short time, man, because this thing of ours, those that are in the spirit the Most High is dealing with, and they have the hope and vision of deliverance and preaching of the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay? Esau sees this thing explode, man, and he can't stop it. He can't control it. He can't get a hand on it because it's a spiritual movement. And brothers are waking up. The nation of Israel is waking up, man, to who they are and subscribing themselves to their power again, to our power. Okay? And we're not taking hold to that slave mentality anymore. And so he's gonna do the same thing, man. Okay, he's labeling us, he's setting up the narrative to label us terrorists, okay, to label us the worst thing going, to justify making a move on the hopeful elect, man, the men of the Lord, the men that serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because we're prospering in the spirit right now. Okay, we're now certain brothers have good jobs and we do okay financially, but with the ultimate winning and the ultimate riches that we're accumulating are the treasures that are stored up in the heavens, man. And Esau is seeing that. These Christians are seeing it. Okay, these elite bankers are seeing that we're pushing more and more. It's being revealed more and more on the internet that we're not subscribing to their BS dogma anymore, man. Okay, their democracy, their religion. Okay, we're renouncing those hidden things of darkness that the scriptures say. Okay, and we're being more and more put on the radar because of that. And they're gonna try to make a move again. False flag attacks. You know, all these different things, all these different tactics that they use to come after people that don't get in line with their agenda, man. You know, they demonize you. And so, they're demonizing the Hebrew Israelites right now, man. And it's only going to increase more and more. And the persecution is only going to increase until they really have no choice but to make a move. Okay. But like I said, that's just kind of want to set up what I'm going into. And Lord willing, I'm not gonna make this long, but just kind of go into this screenshot and then a couple of articles, just a little bit of information and a couple of scriptures, and then we'll get out of here. But the screenshot shows here, like I said, it was Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was founded in 1908, destroyed in 1921. Okay, because of a Tulsa race riot. Okay, and that shows you that, man. The Most High is the Lord is bringing division, man. Okay, He always had division amongst the nations. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel never intended for all nations to come together in some rainbow coalition. If it was so, then the Tower of Babel the languages would never have been confounded. Okay, but even the scriptures say out of the Lord's mouth Himself, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, His name is Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Okay, He came to bring division. So actually, let's get that real quick. Salakia. This is Luke 12, and I'll just start at 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? That's what Yahweh Shah's coming to do, man. Okay, you Christians out there are sadly mistaken as far as the characteristics of the Lord, His agenda, what He's about, who He represents, who He come to save. Okay, you're completely in the dark on that, man. He's come to send fire, destruction, man, and judgment. That's what He's come back through, and to deliver His hopeful elect, His faithful men. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straight until it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. And that's what the Lord's coming to do, man. He's coming to divide, man. He's brought, and ever since He hit the scene over 2,000 years ago, He's brought nothing but division. When you read in the Gospels, in certain accounts, when Yahushua spoke and taught, man, it was followed up by saying, and they were divided, man. And who was divided? His chosen, that He's dealt with, that he opened up everything to in private, and then the rest of the nation of Israel, who He wasn't dealing with, man, who He spoke to in parables, who He rebuked, who He cursed out, okay, to 2/3. And that's what He's coming to do, man. But he's dividing everything, man. Okay, like I said, we all weren't supposed to be together, man. The Lord separated us. Okay. Deuteronomy 7:6. Actually, no, it's 32. I always get those mixed up. Deuteronomy 32:8. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, the nations were divided in inheritance, man. Everyone got a lot, man. When you separate the sons of Adam, okay, because we all come from Adam, you know, because after the flood, there were 8 persons saved through the flood: Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. And Noah was of the line of Adam. Okay. And then and all 18 nations came from his 3 sons. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when He separated the sons of Adam, He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh's portion is His people. Jacob is a lot of His inheritance. So the Most High is only dealing with His people, Jacob, which Jacob's name is later turned to Israel after he wrestled the angel. Okay? That's the inheritance of the Heavenly Father. That's who He's dealing with, man. Everyone else has their lot in the earth, but they were separated, man. And that's why this Tulsa race riot happened, man. Because why? Because we were never supposed to get along, man. Especially Israel and especially Jacob and Esau, man. You know, and we know about the story of Jacob and Esau, how they were fighting in the womb. It was a spiritual hatred, man, which stems all the way back to the serpent and the woman, man. How the Most High is going to put enmity between their seed, because that seed of the serpent went through Cain on down to Esau, and now that serpent has turned to a full-blown dragon, to the beast system, which the Roman Empire revived into the NATO, the EU, coupled with America, man, which is run by the Edomites. Okay, and that woman is Israel ultimately. Okay, that righteous line. Okay, there was always going to be enmity there, man. That's why Esau, Jacob and Esau, the so-called white man and the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans have never gotten along, man. Never. Because there was always hatred. It was a spiritual hatred that was set up in the heavens, man, according to prophecy, that was set up in the spirit world that's playing out now. You know? That was ordained by the Heavenly Father, man. It is what it is. Okay? But let's go back to the screenshot. So I said, so it shows here 600 businesses, 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes. Jake even had private airplanes, man, in Black Wall Street, doing it. Okay, plus a hospital. We had a hospital. We had a bank. Okay, you unconscious niggas are talking about getting banks, starting banks and having our own. Jake did that, man. That was already done. The Most High ain't with that, man. Okay? Post office, law. We had law offices, and we even had a bus line, man. Jake had everything. But like I said, Esau is the oppressor, man. Under the curses, man. We shall go to him for one of all things, man. That's not going to Esau for the one of all things, man. He's not seeing any of those prophets, man. So what do? They destroyed it. So actually, let me do some. Pull it up here. Let's see. Black Wall Street. I think that's how I got to it. Because there's 2 sites. It's like Encyclopedia Britannica, and then History, which there's a couple of paragraphs I wanted to bring out. Okay, on the History Channel. Just bear with me, Akion. Okay. The title of the article is just on the History Channel on the website. It says Tulsa's Black Wall Street flourished as a self-contained hub in the early 1900s. And this portion says Greenwood became self-contained and reliant. So Greenwood was pretty much a suburb of Tulsa, okay, where Black Wall Street resided. A.J. Smitherman, a publisher whose family moved to Indian Territory in the 1890s, founded the Tulsa Star, a black newspaper headquartered in Greenwood that became instrumental in establishing the district's socially conscious mindset. The newspaper regularly informed African Americans, which that's Judah, tribe of Judah, pretty much, Israel, about their legal rights and any court rulings or legislation that were beneficial or harmful to their community. Demands for equal rights were an ongoing mission for blacks in Tulsa, despite Jim Crow oppression. Greenwood itself had a railway track running through it that separated black and white populations. Consequently, Gurley and Stratford's vision of having a self-contained and self-reliant black economy came to be not only by desire, but by logistics. As a practical matter, they had no choice as to where to locate their businesses, said Johnson. Tulsa was rigidly segregated, and Oklahoma became increasingly racist after statehood. Okay, and on Greenwood Avenue, there were luxury shops, restaurants, grocery stores, hotels, jewelry and clothing stores, movie theaters, barbershops and salons, a library, pool halls, nightclubs, and offices for doctors, lawyers, dentists. Greenwood also had its own school system, post office, a savings and loan bank, hospital, and bus and taxi service. So all the things I just read about on that screenshot that Esau destroyed, man, in their riot. Okay. Let's see. Actually, just read down to the point. Okay, we're going to jump down to this section. A time of racial violence. It wasn't long before the affluent African Americans attracted the attention of local white residents who resented the upscale lifestyle of people they deemed to be an inferior race. And that's how Esau looks at us, man. Okay? They were jealous of the upscale lifestyle, how Jake was flourishing. Okay? Because one, we're Israel, we're the former of all things. So Hey, even in the time of slavery, we built up this country, okay, off our backs, man, of free labor. We catapulted this society, this country, into dominance, pretty much overnight, man, with free labor. You know, all the inventions that Jay created, Esau took credit for, and used that, man, because they were we were slaves unto them. But that's how they saw how Jake was living, man, and seeing Jake as an inferior race. But it's quite the opposite, man. You know, we have all the gifts, but they were just ruling, but their rulership it puffed them up with pride, man. But they were thinking we're inferior race, and Jake was jealous, man. Esau's not gonna like Esau don't want Jake to have anything, man. These Edomites don't want Jake to have anything. They want to be segregated from Jake. They hate Jake, but they want to be Jake because Israel has all the gifts, man, all the flavor, okay, all the blessings from the Heavenly Father, man. You know, they say once you go back to Africa, but if Jake left this country, man, this country would decline, man. This country would have no flavor. This country would go to shit, man. Esau wouldn't let Jake leave. Because that's how Esau uses Jake. He uses Jake for entertainment and for sexual purposes, man. You know, he sells Jake sexually and sells Jake for entertainment, man. And that's how he makes his money. Sports, porn, music videos, all type of things, man. All types of avenues in it. I think the word jealousy, going back to the article, I think the word jealousy is certainly appropriate during this time says place. If you have particularly poor whites who are looking at this prosperous community who have large homes, fine furniture, crystals, china, linens, etc., the reaction is that they don't deserve that. Okay? And Esau's not going to let you, Jakes, just do your own thing. The scripture says there's no new thing under the sun, man. When you read the book of Ecclesiastes, Esau's is not going to let you run around and be self-sufficient, because then he doesn't get any proceeds from that, man. With the resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan, blacks in Greenwood feared racial violence and the removal of their voting rights. The Oklahoma Supreme Court for years routinely upheld the state's restrictions on voting access for African Americans, subjecting them to the poll tax and literacy tests, and lynchings proliferated across the country, particularly during the Red Summer of 1919, where anti-black riots erupted in major cities across the United States, including Tulsa. Then we're gonna skip down to what ignited the other riot. Accusing of sexual assault ignites riots. But the heightened racial animosity in Tulsa erupted in 1921 when 90-year-old Dick Rowland, a black shoe shiner, was accused of attempted sexual assault of a 17-year-old white elevator operator named Sarah Page. When an angry mob went to the courthouse to demand that the sheriff hand over Rowland, the sheriff refused. A group of about 25 armed black men, including many World War veterans, then went to the courthouse to offer help regarding Rowland. Okay? So Jake was trying to rise up, man, but it didn't work. And that's what happens, man, when Jake is on something or Esau can't be a part of it, or when Jake is winning, what do, man? They accuse Jake of sexually assaulting this Edomite, man. And that was a justification for destroying Jake a lot of times, man. Even we saw that movie Rosewood. What happened down there in Florida. Edomite said she was raped by Jake, and then that justified they started lynching everyone, Just mowing Jake down, men, women, and children. Old women, old men, okay, babies. And it's nothing new. It's nothing new at this time, man. They're gonna do the same thing, man. Because this thing of ours is exploded, man. They can't be a part of it. They can't build with us, just like in the time of Nehemiah, when the heathen tried to build, and we allowed, and they couldn't be a part of this, man. No, Israel's on the rise, baby. But at the same time, they're gonna do it again, man. They're gonna come after Jake, man, with justification, with false flag attacks. They're setting up the narrative right now, man. Certain shootings they'll have set up. Recently, that guy, a guy that assaulted two Khazars, two so-called Jews. He had an Israelite name, man. The name is escaping me right now. But that's one of many instances where they try to link Israel to terrorism, man. You know, a false flag to justify persecution and coming after us, man, to where it's going to end up to where, hey, our lives are going to be on the line. You know, so we not going. This ain't our rest, man. The Lord's getting ready to destroy this place, man. We don't need to be trying to build here and have something in this society, man. This is a wicked society, man. This place is about to be destroyed, man. And the devil's not going to allow us to be fully self-sufficient here anyway and be sovereign, you know, because he's running the world right now. Hey, two kings can't sit on the throne. That's why when Yahushua comes back, man, as the book of Revelation says, he's going to have all crowns, man. Because Esau's not going to be able to sit on he's not going to be able to have anything in our rulership either, man. In our kingdom, he's going to be in complete subjection, man. In complete slavery, catching hell, getting double for what he did. Okay. Let's see. Just bear with me. I'm on the laptop here. Okay, I'm just keep reading this. As the word of possible lynching spread, a group of around 75 armed blacks returned to the courthouse, where they were met by some 1,500 whites. After clashing between the groups, the black men retreated to Greenwood. Miles of armed white men then descended on Greenwood, looting homes, burning down businesses, and shooting blacks dead on the spot. With millions in property damage and no help from the city, the rebuilding of Greenwood began almost immediately thanks to the assistance of the NAACP, other black townships in Oklahoma, donations from black churches, and the resilient Greenwood community. However, some businesses like the Tulsa Star newspaper were permanently shuttered in the wake of the violence. So, man, they pretty much decimated. It got built up again, but they destroyed it, man. And then a lot of this information didn't even come out until around 1997, man. Okay, in 1990. So they pretty much they hid a lot of this information for a long time, and everybody they tried to sweep it under the rug, and you know everyone kind of forgot about it. But the Most High brought that information was brought out, man, to the atrocities of Esau, man, and that's what Esau tries to do anyway. You know, he tries to hide his wickedness, tries to hide his track record, because he's a vagabond right now. You know, going back to Cain. Cain was that vagabond, man. And in a reincarnation, that's Esau. You know, but the Most High is revealing this devil now for the wickedness. All the chickens are coming home to roost for Esau now, man. Okay, just like things like the Black Wall Street. You know, the atrocities and wickedness that he brought out. You know, more information on chattel slavery. You know, different instances of Esau's wickedness throughout history is being brought out, and they just try to sweep under the rug or try to, you know, downplay it, man, or say get over it. But they want to remember everything. And then this happened on Memorial Day, you know. But then we can't remember the type of things that happen unto us, man. But the Most High requires that, man. So Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past, man. So the Most High requires these things, man. That's why these things are being brought out upon Esau now. Okay, that's what that shameful spewing is coming out on Esau, man. He's being revealed. Okay, Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill. And actually, in verse 1, that virgin daughter of Babylon is what? America, man. Okay? Babylon the Great, when you're reading Revelation, the 17th chapter. Okay? And when you sit on the ground, that means you're being brought low. You're being lowly. Okay? You're being humble. Okay? There is no throne. There means no rulership. Okay, and when daughter of the Chaldeans, with the Chaldeans in the Babylonian rulership, those like the priesthood or the magicians. Okay, they dabbled in witchcraft. Okay, and who's the modern day Chaldeans, man? These elites, man, because they perform sacrifices on the left hand side. Okay, they sacrifice Jake, they sacrifice children. will do these different rituals, do these different meetings that they have, the Bohemian Grove. Okay, they have Pizzagate, all these different things, man. Those are sacrifices, man. Okay, a lot of these kids coming up missing, these missing people year in and year out. Those are sacrifices, man. So they're the Chaldeans, man. They pray on the left hand side to Satan, man. They worship Satan, okay, through all their different rituals. So they're the daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So that's America, man. America was the place to be at one point. Okay, they sold that American dream. Everyone wanted to get to America, man. But now America is being revealed for the horror that it is, man, for the destructive, disgusting cesspool that it is. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. That means to reveal. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Okay? So the Most High is revealing all of the nasty bumps and the nakedness and the discharge and all the things that America has to offer, man, with its atrocities. Okay? Under the rule of you Edomites. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay? And that's the Lord, man. He's coming back as an angelic power in all glory, man, because he was glorified and able to sit on the right hand of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Okay? Because he shed his blood for the nations of Israel. Okay? You see? So until when he comes back, man, he's coming back to bring division and bring fire and destruction, man, via the chariots, via nuclear destruction in a third world war. Okay? But he's come back in angelic power, man, to destroy. And like I said, and Esau and these things about Black Wall Street didn't come out until a couple of decades ago, man. Before then, it says that these things were forgotten about. If I can find it, then I'll show it for you, brothers. I say almost 300 people were dead, man. And you Jakes want to still stay here in this damn society, man. This devil is out to destroy, man. He wants his birthright back, man. This place is we didn't come over here in a love boat, man. This place is not for the betterment of the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. How many more ways does Esau have to show you that he hates you, man? These so-called white people, okay? Before you get it through your thick skulls, man. But you're not. But 2/3 of you not gonna get it because you're blinded, you know. See, bear with me. I can see if I can find it again. Actually, it's escaping me right now. I read to where it said that everyone's kind of forgotten about it until the 90s when until I believe it was 1997, where the Tulsa Race Riot Commission was formed by the state of Oklahoma to investigate the riot and formally document the incident. So, like I said, it wasn't even really delved into until the 90s, man. And this happened back in 1921, you know. But like I said, the Most High is revealing you devils, man, for what it is, man. The elect see it. And and the elect is not going to take hold to this, man. As the scriptures say, they love their lives. They love not their lives unto death, man. So the elect can see clearly that the Most High has opened up the elect's eyes, man. That there ain't no settling here. There is no prospering here, and having a stake in this society, man, and establishing something here. Now you go to work and you pay your taxes and you pay your bills, and if you have a good job and if you can have an opportunity to get a better job, so be it. But you use the world as not abusing the world, man. You move within the understanding of that this isn't going to last forever, man. That you're not going to be able to take none of this with you. The only thing that's going to leave is your spirit, man. Everything else is going to be destroyed, man. And I'm going to end off with this. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. A lot of you Jakes, man, you think this is your rest, man. You think this is all it is, man. You can't see past America. Hey, but the Apostle Bar talks about this all the time, man. You have to have a vision, okay? That's the hope that's within the elect, man. A hope of a kingdom, man. A righteous kingdom, okay? Where there's nothing but righteousness and the rule and the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is being exacted here, okay? And complete righteousness and order. Okay, that's what we're looking for. A new heavens and a new earth. when you're reading 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. Okay? Actually, I'm ending off with that. But arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. This whole place is polluted, man. Okay? This whole place is death, man. So if you make a covenant with this place, you're making a covenant with death, and you're going to be destroyed, man. You just need to wake up out there, man. Talking to the elect, man. It's time to wake up and get in again and get the hell out of here, man. And choose life. Okay? And put off the ways of death. And that life is Yahushua, man, and repentance, man. Coming back as knowing you're an Israelite, knowing who your enemy is. Okay? Knowing who Babylon the Great is, who America is, what's going to happen to America, what color the Lord is, who the Lord came to save, who he died for, and accepting those things, man, in the spirit, man, and living by it. Okay? Stop sleeping with another man's woman. You know, stop using drugs. Stop selling drugs. Stop lying and swindling to one another. Stop being hateful to one another, man. You know, stop eating abominable foods. Stop being homosexuals. Stop, all these different things, man. That's a part of repentance, man, and turning back. That's what it means, man, to put off this world, man. 2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, okay? What was that promise, man? The promise was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not just Abraham, as you Christians like to proclaim. It was to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that seed and that line was going to be exalted above all families of the earth, man. Which that went down to the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And that promise never went away. And that fulfilled, and at the beginning of that promise was when Yahushua died, man, on the cross. And that started the process of the Most High bringing back his elect and bringing back his people unto him, man, in the adoption, in mercy. Okay? That's the new covenant, man. And that promise is going to be that the law, statutes, commandments are going to be written in our hearts to where we're never going to make mistakes and go off again, man. But nevertheless, we according to his promise, and that's the hope, man. That's the hope that we're laying unto, that promise is going to be fulfilled. And it is being fulfilled if you're spiritual and you're watching. The Most High, for our sakes, is destroying this place, man, and bringing this place down, man. He's stirring up World War III right now. He's gathering all the nations in the Middle East, man. And that's called the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment, because of his promise. Okay? Look for new heavens and a new earth, man. We're looking for this. We're looking past this place, man. We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth, man. A new rulership. The earth to be refreshed, man. And the kingdom of heaven to be on the planet Earth. Not in the heavens somewhere. It's gonna happen on the planet Earth, man, to where the elect of nation Israel are gonna rule under Yahushua and King David. Wherein dwells righteousness. That's what we're looking for at the end of the day, man. We're not looking to have no bank or having no economy, no small society inside of hell. You know, we're not trying to decorate our hell here, man. You just have to wake up, man, or not, or be destroyed. That call, Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. Our Lord willing is edifying, double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.